Hello, Tales of Tera.
Another day?
Another adventure. We have finally made it to Bar Harbour, Maine. Yesterday, actually the last 3 days, we had a wonderful host and hostess, Anne and Harold. We left their home today. It took us
Thank you, Anne. Thank you, Harold.
Thank you. We drove about 2.5 hours to get to Bar Harbour, Maine. That was about a couple hundred miles north. This is our most northern point in America, the east coast of America. If you go another less than 100 miles, we would be at the border of Canada. Well, we're not going to do Canada this time around. We are here for about 4 days, and we will explore the island. We'll go to Cadillac Mountain and do all the fun stuff.
Eat lots of lobster.
Yes, lobster is what we're gonna eat the next 4 days. I hope you come along and join us with this lovely place. It seems like the summer is not here yet.
No,
When
not at all. Look at what we are wearing.
Exactly, when the sun goes down and it's really chilly.
Yeah.
And right now we're by the water, and it is, the breeze is coming through, and I can feel it.
Bar Harbour's fascinating history as a summer resort began long before Champlain's visit in 1604. Passamaquoddy and Penobscot tribes inhabited the island year-round. In the 1850s, painters such as Frederick Church, Thomas Cole, Fitzhugh Lane, William Hart, and Thomas Birch popularized the area through their exhibits of the island's beautiful mountains and seascapes. The first hotel on the island was built in Bar Harbour by Tobias Roberts, the Agamont House, in 1855. Alpheus Hardy was the first summer resident to build a cottage called Birch Point in 1868. More and more hotels and cottages were built as rusticators, as summer visitors and residents were called and came to the island by train and the Mount Desert Ferry to dock at Bar Harbour. The land boom continued until the 1880s, when such notables as Joseph Pulitzer, William Proctor, Mary Cadwallader Jones, Frederick Vanderbilt, George Vanderbilt, and Evelyn Walsh McLean came and built magnificent cottages. Photographs of these and other summer cottages are displayed in the museum.
What's that?
It says happy camper. I said very happy camper.
At this time, Boston native George B. Dorr worked tirelessly with Charles W. Eliot and later with John D. Rockefeller Jr. to bring about the National Park, which was organized in 1916 as the Sieur de Monts Monument. The name was changed in 1919 to Lafayette National Park and in 1929 to Acadia National Park. George B. Dorr was the first superintendent of the park. A selection of Dorr's letters and articles are on display in the museum.
This is my new friend in Bar Harbour.
Oh, does he speak?
Yes.
He does? What is he telling you?
He speaks a penguin language.
Penguin. I think we saw his relatives in Falkland Island the last time we were.
He asked me how they are. I said, don't worry, they're all okay.
That's good. All places, we're in Bar Harbour, Maine.
Yes.
And just on the main street we see these very good looking Turkish guys with these very good looking
Kazakhstan girls.
Kazakh girls.
Yeah.
Beautiful Kazakh girls. Okay guys, what are you doing here?
We are in our work and travel, and we will make money and
get rich?
We will spend in Turkey.
Oh, you will, of course. You were just talking about the FX rate.
Yeah.
Before we left it was like 15, now it's about 18.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is this channel?
It's called Semi Ersoy.
Semi Ersoy.
Şuraya butonu koyalım.
Yeah, right up there, and then the subscribe at the bottom, right?
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice to see you.
Enjoy, you guys.
Acadia National Park is a 47,000-acre Atlantic coast recreation area primarily on Maine's Mount Desert Island. Woodland, rocky beaches, and glacier-scoured granite peaks such as Cadillac Mountain, the highest point on the United States East Coast, mark its landscape. Among the wildlife are moose, bears, whales, and seabirds. The bayside town of Bar Harbor, with restaurants and shops, is a popular gateway.
So beautiful to be here. Fresh air. Look much better.
Frenchman Bay extends 7 miles between Mount Desert Island and the Scotic Peninsula, which lies beyond the Porcupines Islands. For centuries, humans have plied these bountiful waters to fish, trade, and enjoy the scenery. In the long struggle to possess North America, French frigates hid behind the Porcupine Islands to prey on English warships, which led to the name Frenchman Bay. Early European settlers crisscrossed the bay in schooners, sloops, and fishing boats to harvest the bay's abundance. Beginning in the late 1800s, tourists arrived by steamboats and pleasure yachts, establishing Bar Harbor as a popular resort. And we are in Bar Harbor. We are at Acadia National Park. We're at the Halls Cove entrance. We're going to do the island loop, which is about 21 to 26 miles. It can take from 1 hour to 4 hours, but you will be seeing some gorgeous views of the Atlantic Ocean and Maine coast. So are you ready for it?
I am.
You were telling me that Chatal Island was cold. Do you want to try going in?
No. This is almost in our January, February cold. So.
Yes, it is. And people are going in the water, but they must be from here. It's blue skies, as you see it. We cannot complain. We are on an island loop, and so far it's been beautiful. And this is the first beach we stopped. I'm sure we're gonna see many more as we drive along. I think the next one, Fethiye wants to do a picnic.
Yes.
The water looks very turquoise.
Yeah.
It reminds me of our coast. That's one thing that I should admit. Except the temperature. We're very far north, almost to the Canadian border, and we're looking at the Atlantic, North Atlantic. We're at the beach, but it is quite breezy and cold. Nothing like our beaches. It feels almost like January. Yeah, the sunshine is here, but in the shade it's probably 50, 52. Coastline is very rugged. It protects the continent quite well. And you can tell that it has been a volcanic island. All the granite rocks just jutting into the sea. We're at Sandy Beach beaches. It only opened at June 15th, so it's been about 5 or 6 days. And it's still cold. We're gonna try to make it back here in August, see how it feels. Of course, we'll be in Florida in August, and I know the waters there will be very warm.
Arrived to Jordan Pond House. Let's see what we can see. Let's hike, honey. It's just 2.5 miles.
Oh,
yeah.
it's only 2.5.
Yeah.
The pond and the restaurant are named for the Jordan family of Seal Harbour, who bought the property in 1839 and ran a sawmill business here. They built the original Jordan Pound House in 1847, which was destroyed by a fire in 1979. For over 100 years, locals and people from far away have come here to enjoy afternoon tea, popovers, and this excellent view of the bubbles. Originally built as a farmhouse, the building became a humble restaurant in 1884. In 1895, a new owner, Thomas and Nellie McIntyre, added popovers, chicken dinners, lobster stew, and ice cream to the menu. In response to the appetizers of wealthiest travelers, John D. Rockefeller Jr. bought the property in 1928 and donated it to the National Park Services. A private concession company operates these facilities for the time being. When they say rugged Maine coast, this is exactly what comes to my mind. I cannot imagine how difficult it would be to be here in the middle of a winter storm. But right now, we're enjoying the calm and tranquility. Finally, we're at the Cadillac Mountain Observatory. This reminds me a lot like Hawaii, Maui, Acadia. Only thing is missing is the crater.